Haven't done a Nova video in a while, and thought I would. I haven't started it in about 3 weeks, maybe a little bit more, close to a month. So I need to. Not much has changed. Still waiting to get it up to Burlington. I need to drive it a couple hours up there, get the work done. But my truck, or not my truck, but the truck's transmission done died, so I can't get it up there right now. But one thing I did want to point out is someone on YouTube, and I can't recall his name at the moment, has a 88 Nova. The car is unlocked. Right? He has an 88 Nova, and he might be able to find me my ashtray. Now, I know there's two, and I hope that we're not confused. There's this ashtray, which is the one I want and need, and then there is the front ashtray, which I have, but I need the one for the back. That's what I want. He wanted an original radio, and that's what the stock radio looks like, if you don't already know. I can't depart with this one because it's stock, and on top of that there is a couple things that are messed up. The biggest of which being my power button needs to have a matchstick in it for it to stay on. I'll demonstrate that later. Other problems I have is that's broken, but that's easy enough fix. Just got to buy a new plastic cover. I'll get one from a yard pretty soon here. And then he also was missing, and let me go get a screwdriver. You know what, I'm going to cut the video here and start back. Finally get to use my Splice app, but we're back, and this is what the stock rims look like, if you also don't already know. Can't depart with these neither, just because it's the only set I had. If I had another, I'd make a trade for you, but I don't, unfortunately. So this is the stock that came on the car, just steel rims. Pretty plain Jane. I need to get mine redone. They look pretty bad, but I don't know if you want these or if you just want this, because if you just want this, it just pops off nice and easy. That's what the rim itself looks like. It's just a plastic cover. Those, there's a small possibility I could find some, maybe for you. But that's just the rim. And then the only real dent the car has, other than some little dents from hail up top, is this guy. It's not too bad. I could punch that back out. So, I'm going to cut the video a final time. We are back with the Nova, and this is a shot of the engine compartment. You know, it needs work. Let me just go over that while I have the engine. It needs work, which is going to get done here very soon. For right around, total cost is right around $150, which is great for what it's getting done. First thing it needs is the carburetor needs to be cleaned and tuned. Getting that done for $30. Second thing it needs is transmission work, which it doesn't shift gears anymore. This is an automatic 3-speed. It shifts gears when I bought it, but that's almost a year ago. It just doesn't want to shift anymore. So parts and everything is $64 unless we find a bombshell in there. Let's see what else needs air conditioning work, but that's gonna wait. That I was quoted right at $150 to get that done and filled up with propane. And if you're interested in that, it's basically it's a supplement for if you don't want to switch over this R32 crap and you like the old R12. You can fill it up with a special type of propane that is not as flammable. It works with no conversion whatsoever. A lot of experimental with these. The government likes it because it's better for the environment and cheaper too. Because think about how much cheaper it is to get propane than it is to get Freon. Other than that, let's see, what does it need? Does it have any other problems? It needs a new battery, but this one still works, so I think that's really about the only other problem, other than it just needs to look a little bit prettier. I don't know, I would eventually like to repaint it, and I need to get all this dried wax off of it. And then my faded bumpers need to be addressed. But overall, it looks okay. But I guess I might as well start it up for you, so I'm going to cut the video again. Shot from inside the car here. Only interior problems I have with it is there is a stain up there. Oops, sorry. Stain up there. I don't know if I'll just eventually replace the whole roof or try to get that out. I already replaced the dome light. Drove 3 hours to get that. The dome does not work. There's a fuse that's bad. And the radio had that little problem in that. But other than that, interior... Oh, and there's one other problem. But the seat has been stitched up here. I'm probably going to get a cover for this seat, or I would love to get a new seat. I have a pretty decent source of parts close by. But everything else in the interior looks great. I mean, it's not that bad off. Sure, there is some stains, like that could be cleaned where you can see someone's hands rubbed up against that. And there's some dirt right there, but it's not too bad. Not for a car that's almost 25 years old. So let me start it up for you. So, starting procedure for the Nova. If it hasn't been started in a while, you want to pump the throttle 3 times. Might take more because it's been a long time. Make sure your keys are in the ignition. Since my carb has not been cleaned, I need to pray a little bit that it actually starts up. Alright, check the lights. Fan comes on. Alright, it's been a while, so let's see. I mean, this has literally been over a month. Let me just let it sit. The fuel likes to drain back into the tank, and if I just leave it in this run position, the fuel pump will pump fuel up to the carburetor, and it might give me a little bit easier time starting it. So, wait about a minute. Try it again. Up. Very close. Nope. Not happy right now. There we go. It's kind of embarrassing not running right, but it is what it is. It needs to be run. That's kind of why I'm doing this video. So, it is just going to warm up. Like my level there. Got my 80s aftermarket cup holders, one there, and there's another in the back. Flag. I don't know if you've seen my custom interior box, but there's that. And yep. I don't have a cruise control like you, which I'm jealous of that. But I would like to get one. I didn't even know you could. I'll just replace this whole steering column eventually. There's a lot of work will be done on this car eventually. I really like the car. Got my kickback cable. That's another problem with the transmission, but that's going to be fixed too. It's a cotter pin right there. And it's actually running really good right now. And one thing about this car, normally, and it looks like it's not doing it, so normally the charge light's on is the first thing you'll notice. But it isn't on today. So secondly, the brake light's on. Now it is in park, so I'm going to take it out, but it... Wow, it actually turned off. I'm surprised. One little thing I've noticed about this car is, first off, your charge light is going to stay on until you get the temperature up halfway. And second off, your brake light stays on until you get the temperature up halfway. Neither of which is happening right now. It's been a while since I've run or even used this. Let's see. I don't think my interior, you can't see him, it's too bright right now, but also did some muffler repair on this vehicle already. I'm going to cut it once it warms up.